Tonight, it's the 50th season of Monday Night Football, kicking off on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and of course the ESPN app. We've got a doubleheader. It's the Saints and Texans at 7, and then we'll go out west to Oakland. John Gruden's Silver and Black taking on the Broncos. A special edition of Monday Night Countdown at 5 o'clock Eastern. Lisa Salters will be on the sidelines tonight. She will be on the sidelines every Monday night. And Lisa, let's start with this. Certainly a return, at least in the Saints fans' perspective, to the scene of the crime. How are they dealing with the residue of what happened last January?
Yeah, Wendy, well, it is the start of a new season, but Drew Brees told us there are some things that you just don't ever totally get over. And the way the Saints season ended last year, well, he said that is one of those things. But he also said you could really only go two ways after something like that. You can go in the tank, or you can try to use the NOLA, no call, and what would have likely been a trip to the Super Bowl as motivational fuel for this year. He said that a speaker told the team recently, you guys are ready to win a championship because you've seen the devil, meaning the worst has already happened to them. Whatever happens from here can only be better, right? What do you think about that, Wendy?
Well, that's certainly one way, Lisa. Yeah. It's also been a wild few weeks on the trade front on the opposite sidelines for the Texans, including sending one of their defensive starters, Jadeveon Clowney, to Seattle, which would beg the question what kind of hole that leaves for the Texans' front seven.
Yeah, well, J.J. Watt says while he wasn't stunned by the Clowney trade, he did think to himself, hey, we just lost a playmaker, a former first overall pick who had 9 sacks for Houston last season. Head coach Bill O'Brien, who is also acting as the team's interim GM, and he orchestrated the trade. He said, we're not going to replace a guy like Clowney, but we've got to just try to do a really good job with the guys we have, and we still have really good guys. Guys like J.J. Watt, who had 16 sacks last season and a monster comeback from that 2017 leg injury. And listen to this, Wendy. Watt told us last night there were some moves that he just couldn't make last season because his leg wasn't ready. But this year, he says he's fully 100%, fully confident, ready to go. Got to do what I do, Watt told us, get to the quarterback.
Yes, that would help the cause for the Texans. There's no question about that, Lisa. Got to do what I got to do, and he can do it better when he's healthy. The key tonight, Tim, for the Saints and Texans.
Well, I think when you look at the Texans, it's about protecting the quarterback. You know, part of the deal with, Clowney no longer being there is the trade for Laramie Tunsil, sign him to a big deal. It's been an issue for them in the past. And so I think that you need to protect the quarterback. I mean, that's plain and simple what you need to do. He is a playmaker, a difference maker, good enough to carry the football team. And so, and then you look at their perimeter talent, such good talent on the edge. But if the quarterback is running for his life, or at times if the quarterback is holding on to the football too long, which we've seen him do, it's just not a recipe for success, especially against a Saints front that I don't feel like we talk enough about because of their offense. Yeah. But that's a good defense that the Saints have.
On the back end, there'll be 2 games, 7:15 and 10 o'clock Eastern. So the West Coast, we've got the Oakland Raiders and the Broncos. No, Antonio Brown won't be there despite the entire show on Friday where we told you about it. What's the key there?
To me, it's Joe Flacco. Has John Elway finally gotten this thing right at the quarterback position? And I know everybody's going to try to look to what the Oakland Raiders are now without Antonio Brown, but they've never played with him. It's about Joe Flacco taking over this team and being the quarterback they need him to be, being able to push the ball down the field for a team that has a very good running game, a team that has a really good defense. Can he be the quarterback to finally get this thing right?
He's got the arm. Can he stay healthy? That was a big problem in Baltimore. And I will say the hiring of Mike Munchak as their offensive line coach, the former Steelers line coach, if he builds that line to where maybe he got the Steelers, then I think Flacco will prove to be the best since Peyton Manning. Not that that's saying much.
Well, it's been a revolving door. They'd like to solidify that position. Look, I know it's about the X's and O's, but you've got to think Oakland just wants to play this game tonight. Get out there between the lines. Just play football. That's how I feel. I can only imagine how they must feel.
Yeah, we heard John Gruden on audio tape saying, can we just play some football?
He just wants to play some football.
It's really that simple. You catch it, you throw it, you call it a game. We're going to talk about this. The most talked about and hyped team in the offseason. That's our fault, but still, it's the Cleveland Browns, and they just got beat up by the Titans. Are they who we thought they were?
But they are who we thought they were.
If you want to crown them, crown them.
New on NFL Live from our Redskins reporter John Keim. Darius Geis undergoing an MRI right now on his knee. The details and his full status will not be available until the MRI results return. And then from Bengals reporter Ben Baby, Zach Taylor said running back Joe Mixon will be day-to-day with a sprained ankle. As we continue here on NFL Live, the Saints are on the field tonight for the first time since the no call heard round the world. But first, our rookie standouts, gentlemen. How about this? Marquise Brown, T.J. Hockenson, Terry McLaurin, and A.J. Brown each went over 100 receiving yards during their career debuts. That is a good way to start. And in the 100-year history of the league, it's the first week 4 rookies have done that. Wow. So if you're talking about a solid start, we had not 1, not 2, but 4 rookies to reach the milestone. Listen, they were part of the standouts. We talked so much about Antonio Brown and all the other things going on this week, but there was some good football. There was some sloppy football. It's week 1. We're catching up. It's the new preseason, but there was also some sights and sounds you don't want to miss. So, without further ado, our Sunday standouts, if you will, and the best Hollywood moment, you know it's this: Lamar Jackson to Hollywood Brown over the middle, speeds down the field, the first career reception.
Here's what they had one
touchdown.
Brown that got the call God yesterday, and it was Marquise Brown.
Well, let me ask you a question. When you're a DB and you're chasing him, like how fast do you want to run out of the picture?
What you do is dive early. See, Mika
Yes, that was a good move right there.
You dive
Mika's
early,
a smart
now
player.
you're out of the picture. So when they show this, you are no
You're not
longer
in
following.
there. It's like getting dunked on. Exactly right.
All right, the best effort. Case Keenum, a short pass to Vernon Davis here, hurdles the defender and gets through. And look, he's 35, got some hops.
He could always run. This was a great play, shows his athleticism and the emotion after. We know that he lost his grandfather recently. It was really awesome for Vernon Davis to make this play and honor his grandfather.
He was emotional as well. Best homecoming kings, Cowboys and Giants. These two. Dak Prescott to our former colleague Jason Witten back at it.
And this is actually one of the things like, hey, good job, Kellen Moore. Like you're designing a little naked in the red zone for that. But this one here, I mean,
so we really talking about though. We're gonna put Deshaun Jackson and Jason Witten in the same highlight, like those things happen at the same speed.
We didn't make that decision.
It's been that kind of week. And here's your oh no moment. Kyler Murray's NFL debut drops back in his own territory and hits his right guard, but then, there we go. Oh no, that's why they call it.
You're going the wrong way.
You're going. How do they know which way? Yeah, he was. All right, the best celebration: Vikings and Falcons after Kirk Cousins scores. How about this?
This team does a really good job of celebrating.
Are you okay with that as being the best? Like that's better than like
I guess
David and
so.
Joker?
I mean,
well, it's
funny.
better because it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's almost
exactly.
cute.
All right.
Come on, Nick and Tim. Best second chance: John Ross III, Andy Dalton to Ross White. Oh dear, but that's okay.
Listen, it's a tough catch, but what you should really be looking at is the 2 Seattle Seahawks that almost hurt each other in the middle of the field.
Ross ended up having a good game.
At first you don't succeed, you try again.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't play there anymore, does he? Oh, looks like it.
All right, so they got it done on the second try in case you can't see. Ross takes advantage of the second opportunity. Best equipment stuff, Giants and Cowboys, as Witten cuts outside his cleat, gets stuck.
This has happened to me
Antonio
before.
Hamilton, I've never
where
seen
shoelaces have gotten tied.
It's not the shoelace, it's the cleat from somebody else's shoe that gets caught into the shoelace of another one.
But they had to cut it out, did they not? I mean, literally, quite literally.
Hey,
I saw somebody on the Giants tying his shoelaces together before they
extremely
snapped the
hard
ball.
as an equipment staff. They want to win, and when you're Saquon Barkley and your quads are that big, it's sometimes hard to bend down and tie your own shoes.
All right, well, they got it right. How about this? The best explanation.
False start. Offense. All alignment except for the center.
Everybody but you, I love it.
Here's the
Listen,
thing.
there was some confusion, Ryan.
But whose
Well,
fault was it,
Marquise
though?
Pouncey went out of the game, and my man said, you know what? I won't snap it too early. I love to stick to it.
I love the way he took him. He turns around and is like, hey, guys, it was on 2. Like it wasn't.
Because that was not Marquise Pouncey is the point.
The no-look pass.
Mahomes to Travis Kelce.
Clearly, Brett Favre could have done it better.
You think?
Well, that's possible.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it can't work every time.
This is the thing. Now he's just showing off.
Right.
You know, the difference
Come on,
is,
Patrick,
though, that,
it's
like,
okay to look.
I got
You're right.
Travis on
You're
the
correct.
fantasy team, dude. Like, come on.
Make it happen.
Like, come on. Like, we
Best
need to hit him
Cats,
when he's
Chargers,
open.
and Colts. It's Phillip Rivers to Malik Hooker.
Oh, wow.
So here's
An
a play
early catch for
I can
Kennedy
only
here.
dream
Catch
of
me.
making.
Yes.
We're talking about no look. That was almost a no look one-handed catch. This dude is super talented. If he can get it right this year, it could be a huge year for Hooker at the Indianapolis Colts.
All right, biggest surprise for you yesterday on the upside. Glass
okay.
half full.
All I know is that game we just saw, the Colts, people thought the Chargers take care of business there despite Melvin Gordon not being there. Adam Vinatieri, if he just kicks, average extra points and field goals, Colts win that game.
And for me, the same game, it's about Eckler and Jackson. Listen,
Yeah,
Melvin
how about
Gordon is
that?
sitting at home. He wants a new deal. Those guys together did a great job at the running back position, and Eckler wins the game with a score.
I mean, it was a turnaround for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, as bad as things were, I think at one point I looked up and
I remember
7
we
for
talked
21
about
for
that,
49
right.
yards. I thought, look, you lose games that are like that. You really
didn't you
do.
say this
I know
can't
they
work?
didn't win it.
And then you say, you know what? This might can work.
Yeah, I'm still not sure it's going to work.
We'll
but
talk
the
about
fact
that.
was they were
Tim
able to-
Tebow fourth quarter
They were able
effect,
to
too.
fight back. That's hard
Yeah.
to do, especially in your first start when you know that everything's going
Did you
poorly.
just call it the Tim Tebow effect? In the
Yeah, because Tim Tebow would have
compared
games.
Kyler to Tebow. Ouch.
All right.
I didn't mean it like that.
Much
Kyle. I like
more to
Kyler.
come on NFL Live,
That wasn't good.
including some more Tim Tebow references, perhaps. Stay with us. We'll be back.